You guys try She Legit?
What's that? Legit?
She legit. Legit to quit. She legit to quit. Hey, hey. She legit. She legit.
And welcome back to another exciting episode of The Careful Boys.
Be very careful, guys.
We're not gonna clap for Subin because
Not that guy.
he's not a special guest anymore. He's just like one of the boys. After he did his initiation, he cross-dressed like the Hollywood fashion.
Yeah.
And you know, did a whole video wearing a wig and a dress.
Mm-hmm.
No more clapping for Subin because he's one of the boys, right?
Yeah.
One of us.
Sort of at least. They weren't here, so he's not officially christened. But one of the last videos we shot, we were just talking about how sick it is.
Someone's getting murdered, dude.
Jesus Christ. There's a bunch of puppies that are being squeezed.
No.
Yeah, it's the...
Now we know what we're having for dinner.
Bart's having lunch right now, by the way.
Got hungry, huh? Yeah. He heard all the screaming puppies and got hungry.
Sumo oranges are the best oranges.
They're next level.
Korean MREs.
Korean MRE.
So we talked about in the last video about how Bart did an amazing thing, and he competed in Jiu-Jitsu.
Jitsu.
Joe actually said something right at the last second. It's probably going to be cut out like hand. That it's amazing that you did that because who picks up a new hobby at age 40?
Ooh.
And that's a funny thing because people have been asking me recently because you know I don't see him as often. Now I live in Vegas. They're like, "Oh, dude, how you been and stuff?" And then I explain what I'm doing. I'm like, "Yo, I've been having a good time." I'm like, started playing more PlayStation and Call of Duty. I like fixed my guitar, started getting back into guitar. There's Lee Canyon, so I'm snowboarding 45 minutes from my house, so I got a snowboard set. Wow.
Oh, so lucky! I miss snowboarding.
I got choked out at jiu-jitsu the other week. You know, like I'm just trying.
He's getting swole. Show him the guns.
And people
Show the muscles, dude.
Show him the 225.
Yeah, Jared's not here. Jared's not here.
Let me
Right?
see the gun stuff.
The point is,
way bigger
people are like, "Yo, you're like in hobby season." I'm like, "Dude, I'm just trying to have fun, like do things. Like I feel like I've just been working my ass off."
Yeah.
But like, does anybody here have like hobbies or new things that you're trying to get into or know that you want to get into, especially at our age now? Us old ass.
I wonder if
That's for you guys. You guys are old.
age would actually limit. I think if you're a hobbies person, you will forever be a hobbies person till you die. I don't know if age actually stops the hobbies. You know what I mean? Like if you're
Maybe physical factors, but
yeah, because you can't. Because if you're like old and shit and you can't move, but like if you're like let's say curious about things and you like to deep dive into things, I think that's a personality trait. Because dude, like think about all the fucking old dudes that get into like hardcore Lego shit, and then you see they make a fucking castle with a dragon, and then like they spent like 8 months on this shit, and they bring it to the shows. It's like they get into shit, right? I just think what we get into will change depending on like maybe age.
Money and age.
I do see like in our generation there are more people getting into stuff versus like our parents. I feel like our parents have like the mindset of like, my life's over, I ain't doing shit anymore. I used to do this, but I don't give a and then they're just like,
I'm a ruined woman.
they just give up on themselves, fuck my diet, fitness, everything.
My parents were hobby people, but that's probably because they pursued music as a career.
Oh yeah.
So they had other interests outside of music. Like, you know, they're like, hey, let's like get into camping, and then they get really into camping, and then they want to do the whole like, you know, it's not just let's just go real quick, but like the whole experience, and then they get into the cookware, and then the fucking set, and then stuff like that.
It does seem like there are such a thing as old people hobbies, though.
Yeah.
And you don't normally do them until you're older.
Like
crocheting.
Yeah. Like Smack is like heavy into crocheting right now.
Into which one?
Crocheting, yeah. Or like trains, like model trains. Like that's not something you see a bunch of young dudes doing.
Yeah.
miniatures and stuff though are tight though, and I think Subin's got a point. If you got money, you're gonna do shit.
Yeah,
But isn't it funny how like old people hobbies are almost like kid hobbies? So there's a gap,
like
right?
bird watching. yeah. There's a gap. Of
So
like
the
cool
shit grandpa likes
Yeah.
is the same shit a fourth grader would like.
Oh, that's the same, like almost like the diaper principle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The diaper
bookends,
principle. Yeah. Because I think that's probably, there's something cool about it, because like when you're a grandpa, right, you could kick it with your grandkids because you'll both be really into some lame ass shit together.
That's true.
You know what I can see Joe doing? Yeah. I can see Joe making those tiny little boats and bottles, though.
Oh my god, dude! I forgot about that. That's an old guy thing.
Yeah, but then like he's like right at the last fucking yard line, and he like breaks something and he chucks the whole pot.
Motherfucker! Slams it.
My mom knew the guy who designed the submarine at Disneyland. So he has blueprints and all that shit, right?
Oh.
You talking about the Nemo one?
Before that, the original, before they turned it into Nemo.
They know Walt?
The original yellow.
Oh yeah, Mr. Walt, Mr. Walt. No.
His name is Mr. Disney?
Well, I don't know what role he was, but he was a part of the project. And so like he was a designer and his shit was so sick. This fool would make ducks out of wood. Like it's an old man hobby,
sick,
but I was fascinated.
It was like, what, dude?
So when you're like
Dude, this guy was sick.
when you're like this
He made
far away-
mallards.
Okay, I was like in 2nd or 3rd grade and it blew my mind, but it was like so where me and Nick is at, right? If you're that far away, the family of ducks look real. And then you get close. And the way he did it is he had a pen that would burn it. It's like a wood duck. He would carve the duck. He would first fucking chisel the duck, right? Like fucking with the carving tools. So he had a block. He would just make a duck, right? And then that motherfucker would paint it and burn it.
Whoa.
He had like a fucking burning tool. Bro, I was
And then he would put the duck on some grass.
Then they had a bowl of fruit, and the fruit wasn't real. They eat the fruit.
So I was mind blown. I was like, wait, and then he would show me like, okay, so you get this wood, and then he would show me each transition.
Dude, he's how old, man.
Bro, I was like,
This guy's like, dude, kids and old people, they do the same lame shit. But this guy, dude, he was making ducks out of wood.
You know what's interesting too is most old people hobbies are non-competitive, but you picking up jujitsu is competitive, and that's why
That's
it's like
true.
it's an anomaly as a hobby.
I don't know if I want to compete anymore. Not just some guys, you see them and you're like, damn, like, this really means a lot to you. You're like, you're gonna fuck me up, man?
Because most old people hobbies are like it's like for your own peace of mind kind of like hobby.
that's true.
Yeah.
You should definitely compete one more time.
I will for sure.
You know, but once you win, take a picture of that and be like, then you can stop competing.
Yeah, and say undefeated.
Yeah, but for now, you gotta keep competing.
Well, this guy's oldest he's ever been, most capable he's ever been too. You know, like legit. I know you legit are like that, especially even seeing like all your workout stuff too. It's like the way that you're working out, you actually feel the most capable you've ever been.
Strong as hell,
I do feel that way right now.
That's fucking crazy.
But the recovery is the tough part, though. That's what
You feel like you recover way
slower, way.
So you're not like 19-year-old.
So like I can perform, like if I need to race some dude, like I feel like I could run like I'm in my 20s, I could jump like I'm in my 20s. But then if I do a full-on workout or like the jiu-jitsu comp or even hard training, the next day I'm like, oh, what the fuck? It's not like, and I remember like
You need to take probiotics, dude.
yeah,
TRT. We should get you on TRT.
honestly with like TRT you probably feel like good the next day.
Oh, I think you just need to drink sparkling water.
Just drink sparkling water. You'll be good.
Pop some Advil.
Does LaCroix count?
With a squeeze.
Hey, you try She Legit?
LaCroix don't count, no minerals.
You guys try She Legit?
What's that?
Shit legit.
She legit.
Shit legit to quit.
She legit to quit. Hey, hey. She legit.
Shit legit.
What is that?
What is that? Is that like a test booster thing?
It's a supplement. It's like this resin that like bleeds out of fucking rocks in India.
Oh, that's not. Yeah.
They tested that monkeys that were fucking eating this motherfucker. They were all the alphas of their pack.
Yo, let's get some.
And then
Tapping out
Brownie,
other monkeys.
He swears by it. He goes, man, I fucking take this shit. I'm horny every day. And I'm like, who swears by it? I'm already horny without it. And then I took it and I'm like, it doesn't change anything.
Maybe you just have high tea. You probably have high tea.
It's from India?
Yeah. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. It got feet in it.
That's a rap, bro. You know, we all know how they made it.
Yeah, they made it out of feet. They fucking weaved it with their toes, dude.
That sounded African. But that was good though.
That was Lion King the
They're the
musical.
same fucking bracket, dog.
No, but when it goes on IG Reels portrait, it's thin.
I'm next to Ant, by the way.
Hey, bro. Shit
You know what
legit.
gives me a lot of
Shit legit to quit.
You know what gives me a lot of hope is I've been going on a deep dive because Hannah like really is all about longevity and all this shit, right? So she'd be sharing all this stuff with me, and we came across Instagram where there's all these fit fucking senior citizens, like 60 plus people that are fit. They're not all on steroids though. They're just like normal, right? You know that Ninja Warrior girl, Jess Graff or whatever? She won all these like, I guess Ninja Warriors, but she's like, you know, fucking doing, what is it, calisthenics or when you jump on the fucking bars?
The white chick?
Yeah.
I think I met her.
So she taught her mom, and her mom can fucking do all these pull-ups and whatever. And she says her first pull-up was when she was 63 years old.
Wow. Is that the old lady with the monkey bars in her kitchen?
She's just dangling on one fucking arm.
I've seen her on my algo. That's crazy.
Yeah. And I guess we all have the same algo. And then so like there's women like that, guys like that. And then it's I think the most fascinating thing is that a lot of these people got into it in their 50s or later. So they weren't even fit. And then that was like, wow, the body's crazy because you think you gotta do that in your 20s or else you're done. It's too late. But then the fact that all of these people are doing like, I had my first pull-up is at 63 years old, and then now she's fucking repping, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
That's fucking
But isn't
crazy.
it kind of crazy to think you're doing it, like you're doing the fun stuff while you're old? Like, that sucks.
Why didn't they do it sooner? That's most of the American dream, though. Like,
yeah.
you work and then you retire with money.
I'm aware of that. I'm just saying, that shit sucks.
Well, no,
that does suck if you
that's
wasted
why,
your youth working.
That's why I moved to Hawaii now.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to do it when I was 100.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just like at the same. I'm like trying to do all of that now, but it's like you can't because you know you gotta work, you gotta care for your kid and all that. But at the same time, I'm just like, half the time I'm just like, should I just do the minimum? You know what I mean with finance, and then just fucking live my life up. And while I'm old, I'll focus on the big buck. You know what I mean? Like,
You want to
just-
focus
no,
on
I'm
making
just-
money when you're older?
no, I'm just saying.
When money doesn't matter no more.
It's hard to hustle when you're 70.
No, of course it's harder to hustle when you're saying. All I'm saying is, should I get rich when I'm like, older? You know what I mean? Like,
Yo,
you gotta balance it out.
it's just like.
You don't want to wake up one day and regret everything. Yeah,
you know who came up hard when they were 70? The Colonel.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Colonel Kentucky Fried Chicken.
But that's also like, I don't want to live that life, like come up so hard and like you would be a millionaire if you was alive. You know,
No,
like
I don't want to do that. I want to be rich now, obviously.
unless I had like
now.
11 children, then I'm like, great.
You know what's also interesting about hobbies is that for all the hobbies that you do have now, there's an old person version of that hobby. You ever think about that?
Like what?
like, what about
Because
jujitsu?
like growing up, I was like heavy into, like I was really into cars. Like I loved car stuff. I loved going to car culture events, things like that. And then I got into vans. And that scene, there's a vanner scene, and those dudes I'm like the youngest guy.
Is it because they're all?
No, they're all like biker gang guys. They're all like Hell's Angel looking dudes.
Wow.
And they're older dudes. Yeah, and they're just the whole scene is just like 50s.
They probably just look like you, but instead of black, it's white, right?
No, they look older. These guys are like
It's like the Hot Rod crew.
yeah, they're like what do you call it? Like they look like people that love 70s rock kind of dudes that they do. And then their meetings are like way different than like the car scene. But vanning is like
It's like a clan meeting?
It's like the old man version of car stuff. It's
That's
weird.
tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like if we were younger, right? Like and we were into like rice rockets.
Yeah.
Like there's a car scene, but for old folks too, and then for young folks, it's like that.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's like another version of the thing you like. Which is
Old people into rice rockets does sound hella weird.
Well, if you say a rice rocket, it sounds weird. You just say, you know,
He said shit legit.
shit legit too quick. Yeah.
What would the jujitsu be? Because I think jujitsu is old or young.
For sure, Tai Chi, dude. Grabbing the watermelon.
My karate club had fucking fit ass like 77-year-olds that would run circles in endurance
damn.
over 20-year-olds.
Damn.
And then I'm like, how the fuck is this?
But is it like they're running circles over endurance, but then the 20-year-old like slaps them and they're like, get up.
Let's go to cardiac arrest.
Yeah, they move different. Like they can't, like just physically, they can't fuck you up. But I was just shocked how much they can last. Just like, so like something about old folks, right? About like maybe like the years of just dealing with pain in their body. Like they could fucking hold like a horse stance for an hour and a half, and then all of us like are in our fucking 20s shaking our feet and like, oh, I can't take it anymore, and they're just like chilling. Or like they could run fucking miles and miles and miles, and then like there's nothing in their face. Maybe because they're forgetting that they're running or whatever. But
It's Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
But also, I think they don't mind doing this for so long because they got time. They don't have like fuck 2 o'clock. I gotta go do this.
Well, they got a lot of life to reflect on.
Because me, I'm just like nah. I rather continue to the fun stuff because I got shit to do in a couple of hours.
You're not trying to hold the horse stance.
Right, but these guys, like 5 hours in, they're like, oh, I'm just gonna cook dinner tonight and call it a day. You know what I mean? Like, nah, motherfucker, I got shit to do.
I think it's especially interesting when people get older and then they think now they want to start a business as a hobby. That's really interesting. Because they're walking.
I would take that towards like what Joe was saying though. If you like already want to do certain things, it doesn't matter what your age is. You're gonna do it if you have the space for it. Like
You know, like when older people like they start a cafe or they'll start like a dance studio, even like stuff like that. I'm like, you're going into such a high stress thing. You know, like it's not the ideal world of like, oh, we're gonna have a quiet cafe.
They want the action though.
Like, I hope you're financially ready for this.
Yeah, it's a money pit.
Those are the people that like always wanted to and then never did, and they're like running out the clock.
Maybe they can afford to eat the cost too, huh?
Yeah. I just want to do this like before.
I think they also get bored too, dude. Like you hear about so many people they retire and they're just like, yeah, I don't really know what to do with my time anymore.
Those ones die first.
That's what I'm saying, and that's the scary thing. So it's like they're literally doing it for their life, yo.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Doing that will literally shorten your life. Cause how stressful that fucking shit is.
So it's like,
But what if they thrive under that like thing too?
You gonna die, bro. You 70, you stressing like that, you gonna something gonna happen.
Like Joe, imagine opening up Junbi when you were like 65.
65 still young.
It is, but it's like
Those hours are crazy.
the hours are crazy. The amount of like you'd have to work smarter. Like you'd have to change how you do everything.
And 65-year-old Dave is just hitting you up like, yo, you sweeping right now, dude? You cleaning it up?
I think I think you'll have way more like anger issues.
At 65?
Fucking damn, I was supposed to be fucking on the couch fucking, but now I'm over here fucking Jumi. You know what I mean? I feel like you're just old and less
Supposed to be
tempered.
fucking on the couch at 65?
Fuck, do whatever you do.
Is that what you think?
Old Joe's
You're
gonna
more
be like,
chill when you're old.
That's Joe. 65. Was that Joe?
Hey, but some old people are not chill.
Some of them are grumpy.
Some of them are
Or if they just don't take shit from anybody because they've been through it all, you know?
There's like a variation.
I feel like I can't wait for that because, like, you know, especially as like young Asians, when you see an old person, it's like you get up out the seat for them, like you open the door for them, you like you pay tribute, and that's only because you're trying to collect tribute when you're older. You know what I mean?
my theory is like if you're a grumpy old person, you're probably like not that likable when you were younger.
No, everyone hates you.
Right? Like you were probably already kind of a shithead. Like I don't imagine you being a grumpy old man. Like sure they have moments.
They just collected chips on their shoulders. Yeah.
and they're just like,
I just want to troll people when I'm old.
yeah. I bet you're gonna be a cheeky old man that's gonna like, hey, sweet cheeks.
You think I'm gonna be a pervert?
Damn.
If I was 80 years younger.
Yeah, but you get away with it.
Shit, baby.
You get away with it. Hey, why don't you come sit on my lap, sweetheart?
Yeah. Park that thing. Park it right here, sweetie.
Why don't you give Grandpa a kiss right here? You're from the East Coast all of a sudden. I don't know why.
Sit with your Uncle Tony right here.
I always wanted an accent, never had it. I'm running out of time, so I gotta try it.
Now, start it out.
How about some kinja bang noodles?